on, tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the New York Jets.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Yard line.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block it.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wentz. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Now the rookie out of Wisconsin. This is Jonathan Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
9-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Tackle made at his own 5.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
It's 3rd down.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Singletary. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Singletary, the ball carrier. Dante Jackson on the tackle. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play.
First down, Tennessee.
Wentz now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jets 7, Titans nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Montgomery back to the ground. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
5-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
The ball carrier.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Titan football.
40-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
7-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Wentz's pass.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got down to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30. 5, and they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
Lining up for the play after.
So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Gain on the play, and it brings up third down.
Shotgun now for Wentz. The open man is Smith.
Wentz's pass.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see? Well,
from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Preston Smith. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, he really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Max Williams. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the
and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half, Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Wentz under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Deidrin Sanat with a sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Play action. Now Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman, 47 yards. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
They go right back to Singletary. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Singletary, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 42.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Throwing is Wentz. And he completes it to Westbrook.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
yardage.
yards.
Okay.
And now the punter Tress Way as he sends this one away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I'm scared. 51 for Mike, boy. 51. I'm coming for you. You
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. $13 yards remaining on second down. From his own end zone, Herbert into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
And I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Singletary again. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Wentz completes it to Samuel. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown.
From 10 yards out. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
The 24-yard line.
Let's get second. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Check 52. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Check, check, walk 54, walk 54. It's just me and you.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked picked off at the 36. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
They'll take over.
Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
A pass there, complete to Westbrook. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
A loss of a yard.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Preston Smith there on the stop. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Herbert now finding Knox there, complete, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Today's final score, Jets 28.
I remember sleeping